What's up, YouTube? Man, yeah. Today I just want to show you a passing chord that you can use to get you a 6. It was used by Kevin Bond and you all got Marvin Sapp. So we in the key of B flat. Okay. And the major scale in the key of B flat, or the number scale in the key of B flat, is B flat is your 1, C is your 2, D is your 3, E flat is your 4, F is your 5, G is your 6, A is your 7, and B flat is your 1 again, or your 8. Okay. In this lesson, we're gonna go to your 6. Okay, so we're going from the 1 to the 6. But in between that, we use like a passing chord, which is what I'm gonna show you now. Essentially, what we're doing, the passing chord we're using is a diminished chord before we get to the 6. Okay, but we can enhance the diminished chord a bit. So before I go into that, I just want to show you what a diminished chord actually is. I'll teach you how to form a diminished chord, how to play a different inversion of a diminished chord, and how to play like drop 2s of the diminished chord. And then afterwards, I'll show you how that all works within the song. There's a formula that you can use to form a diminished chord, and that is 3-3-3. Okay, so what the hell does that mean? And let's say, for example, you want to play any kind of diminished chord. Let's say you want to play C diminished chord. The first step is to place your thumb on the diminished chord that you want to play. So if you want to play C diminished chord, you put your thumb there. If you want to play E diminished chord, you start with your thumb on the E, etc., etc. Okay, so let's say we want to learn the C diminished chord, learn how to form the C diminished chord. So what you do is put your thumb on the C, and now you start utilizing that formula that I just showed you. So that's that 3-3-3. So essentially what that is the 3-3-3 means 3 semitones. Okay, so what you do is you place your thumb on the C, you play 3 semitones, 1, 2, 3, you keep that finger there, you use your next finger, count 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and then you use your pinky, do the same thing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then you have your diminished chord formed. Okay, in our case now, what we want to do is we want to learn the C sharp diminished chord. So you use that formula, the 3-3-3. So you put your thumb on the C sharp, you count up 3, 1, 2, 3, and the next finger, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, pinky, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then we have a C sharp diminished chord. So that's how you form a diminished chord. Now we're going to tackle like inversions, how to play different inversions of a diminished chord. Essentially what like inversions are is all you do is you're taking either the highest note, which in our chord is a B flat, and then you take it an octave lower, meaning you have a B flat here, the next lower B flat is here, and the lower one before that is here, but we're not going to go that far. So from here we just go down 1 octave, the highest note of the chord that you're playing. Our highest note is B flat. That means I need to play my B flat lower here now. So now I have 5 fingers playing this chord. So all you do now is essentially take away the highest note, because you're playing it twice. Okay, you're taking away, and then you have a different inversion of that diminished chord. But you don't have to play the 2 hands, you play the whole thing with 1 hand. So that's inversions of diminished chord. If you want to play like a higher inversion of this diminished chord, you do the opposite thing. You take the lowest note, you play it an octave higher, which is, this is a C sharp, so you play the C sharp higher, which is there. Okay, you do that by using 1 hand obviously. So there's your, it's the same chord, I'm just taking the C sharp away and putting it up higher, and then I'm just repositioning my hand so that I can play this chord with 1 hand. Okay, so you can keep on doing that same thing. So take your lowest note, play it high, and then you can just keep on going there. Learn your different inversions of your diminished chords. We've established how to form the diminished chord and how to play different inversions of the diminished chord. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is play like a drop 2. So what that is you take the second highest note in the chord. In our case, it's a G. Okay, you take it away. When I mean take it away, you literally just lift your finger up so that it's taken away. But then what you do is you play it with your left hand. The same note that you take away in your right hand, you replace with your left hand like an octave lower. Okay, so that's a drop 2 of that. And what you should do now is, once you know how to form it, try to figure out what the drop 2s are for the other inversions of the diminished chord. So whatever the case is, and just keep on working on that like a little exercise until you can move around quite comfortably and decently. And once you have that, we can go into the song. Okay, so we're gonna demonstrate what I'm about to show you with the song How Great Is Our God. Okay, so in the key of B flat. So the very basic way to play the song is you go from a 1 to your 6. Okay, so that's so you're going from your B flat to your G minor. You're going from your 1 to that 6th. Okay, that's the very basic way of playing How Great Is Our God. Okay, so but we want to spice it up a little bit. So what we're gonna do is, before we get to the 6, we can use a diminished chord. And what diminished chord is that? It's the C. I've showed you how to form it, so I don't need to go into that. So we're gonna use a C diminished chord going to your G minor. Okay, so what that sounds like in context. That's what the diminished chord sounds like going to the 6. Okay, so our target was 6, and we used a diminished chord to get to the 6. We used the C diminished chord to get to the 6. Okay, and now that we kind of heard that it works, so what we can do is enhance that diminished chord. So when you go to the diminished chord, let's say okay, you saw that how long I was there on the diminished chord. So instead of staying that long on the diminished chord, I can do something else on the diminished chord just to make it a bit more interesting. So what Mr. Bond did was he played an inversion lower, and then he came back to the same chord. So he played the root chord, the root diminished chord, played an inversion lower, and then came back to the root chord to the 6. Okay, so what that sounds like is it can sound a little bit more interesting. The theory behind that is the diminished chord that you're using, you just kind of spice it up a bit. So essentially still doing the same thing. You're using a diminished chord to get to your 6, but you're just spicing up the diminished chord. After that, once you've, that's the first thing you do. You first play the inversion like back and forth like that, and then the next thing you can do is just start implementing the drop 2s of that diminished chord just to make it a bit more open. Okay, so that's what that sounds like now. Okay, so that's what a drop 2 sound like. Okay, so normally as average people we would stop there and think, wow, okay, I accomplished something today. But not Mr. Bond. What he did, he went like a little step further. So what he did was, before coming to the C diminished chord, he kind of changed the target. What that means is, initially our target was G minor, and we used C diminished chord to get to the G minor. So what he did was changed the C diminished chord into a target, meaning we're gonna play something that goes to the C diminished chord, and then to the 6. So we changing. We have two targets now. Our first target was G minor. Now our target is C diminished chord. So what he used to go to that C diminished chord was the C sharp diminished chord. So he came at it from like a half step up, going down. So he went. So he came C sharp diminished chord into the C diminished chord to the G minor. So what that sounds like. That's the very basic of what it sounds like, okay? But once again, it didn't stop there. So what he decided to do was, on that C sharp diminished chord, he decided to do the same thing he did on the C diminished chord, which is play it inversion lower and coming back to the root diminished chord, and then taking an half step down, inversion down, back to the root, to the 6. Okay. So what that sounds like. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's actually very easy. So all you do is play the diminished chord, C sharp diminished chord, inversion lower, go back to the C sharp diminished chord, play a half step down, play inversion lower, back to that diminished chord, to the 6. So the last thing you can do now is play the same thing, but using drop 2s, meaning your left hand. So you have to learn these chords with your left hand. Learn those drop 2s, and then you should be able to. This should be easy. Learn all your diminished chords and all your inversions of the diminished chords and all your drop 2s of those inversions, and then this thing will be easy. Okay, so the whole thing. Yep, that's what it is, guys. So before you go, there's one little thing that I wanted to add here. The movie did a little bit further on in the song. Okay, so in order to explain this, just bear with me for a second. Okay, let's say you want to play the C diminished chord. Like I said in the beginning, to form that is you put your thumb in the C and then 3 3 3, whatever the case is. So then you have this. Okay, I'm gonna name this 0 because it's the root. Okay, just bear with me. This is 0. If I play an inversion lower, that's -1. Okay, and if I go another inversion lower, that's -2. Okay, so 0, -1, -2, or -1, 0. And if I go up, I'm gonna go +1. So that's +1, +2, +1, 0, -1, -2. The root chord is 0. The inversion lower is -1, and nothing further than inversion lower is -2. Root is 0. Inversion up is 1. Inversion further up is 2. Okay, the reason why I'm saying that is because of what I'm about to tell you guys. So another version of that passing chord that he does was okay, so that's what I want to show you now. And if you understood what I said previously, this should be quite easy. Okay, so now we're using the same concept. We're going from a C sharp diminished chord to a C diminished chord to a G minor. So it's the same idea basically, but we're just playing it slightly different. So instead of going 0, -1, 0, and then C 0, -1, 0, what we're going to do now is start on -2, -1, 0, and then we go down to C. So this is your 0. Then you go +1, +2 to your G minor. Okay, I hope you got that. So its first chord is C sharp diminished, but we're going -2, -1, root to the C diminished chord, which is your 1, your 0 to the 1, and 2 to your G minor. Guys, I hope this was helpful. I know it was a lot of talking, but I hope it made sense to someone out there. So if it made sense to you, please let me know. If it didn't make sense, please let me know. If you liked the video, please press like and comment. Tell me what you liked. And subscribe for more videos. Share it, guys, with your friends. If you know someone who might be able to use this on Sunday, please share this. Okay. Thank you. God bless. Bye-bye.